Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, big up, big down. We had some pretty disappointing results from some of the tech stocks, and we've got more tech stocks results coming out today. So I suspect more of the same. I think the important thing to understand at the moment is we have touched this level, and that level right here at 38.89 or 38.90. We've had inside bar, and we've got a grouping of the oscillators. The only thing bullish about this right now is a crossover of the moving averages here on the 8-hour. So many ways to look at this. One of the ways is basically just get your trend line along the top and trend line on the bottom, a bit of a megaphone formation, or take it down to there and you have a channel. So for me at the moment, definitely don't want to be long here. This doesn't look very pretty, and just based on what's going on with the tech stocks, it's not looking that exciting. But the fact that we're holding above this zone here that we identified yesterday, which is 38.13, 3800. So we are holding above that zone. So that zone is still my area of support. Look at the oscillators on the 3-hour starting to head to the downside and separating. So I think what you should be expecting a little bit more volatility, and while the oscillators ease off. If we drop to the hour, you can see a complete different picture. Yesterday, just mucking around, big up, big down, as the different tech stocks were releasing their results last night, and no real retest of structure. So still no entry for me. Still not looking for an opportunity at the moment. Definitely be watching the zone. So we haven't tagged it yet, so I want to see what happens here before we start getting ourselves involved in this. So this to me is still sit quietly. It's results driven this week. I mean, it is the FANG stock, so and they're not coming out as positive as what people are expecting. So the one thing that is interesting is that normally when we get the big stocks dropping like that, I mean, I think Google was down 10% at one stage. Let me just get there. I'll tell you now. So I mean, the big ones were Google and Google, Microsoft, and Facebook, or Meta. So if we just look here, Alphabet was down 9.1 and 9.6, Alphabet A and Alphabet C. Meta was down 5.59, and Microsoft was down 7.7%. So yeah, that's kind of, and we're still waiting for Amazon and Apple to come out. So anything could happen. So for me, this is just a sit quietly, watch what's going on, and just pay attention to the levels at the moment. You can't get involved in the noise. You can see here, gap up, and then down. Now, just put that into perspective. That's a 1.5% move up, and then a 1.5% move down. So rally hard, fall hard. So that is just confusion. Big up, big down. So for me at the moment, the only positive thing here is that the zone is holding. So this 3800 is holding. So I'm still looking for that pullback onto this zone. If we can get that, then there's a good possibility that we sort of continue just gradually meandering to the upside. If we start dropping below this zone, then I would expect us to move to the bottom of this current range at the moment. So that's kind of my view at the moment. Just watch out for the bottom of yesterday. You can see a continued series of higher lows ever so slightly, but we didn't tag the support area. And if you look at the top of price action, this is not looking interesting. I mean, there's a big engulfing bar. There's what we want to call that, a piercing something bar. But you know, there is some indication that this is running out of steam, and that's specific to the 8-hour right now. So yeah, I think be careful. This zone here is still the area to be paying attention to. That is our inverse head and shoulders, double bottom, or whatever you want to call it, a consolidation area. But we haven't broken with much vigor, so I'm a little bit reluctant to actually look at that and say that is a Head and Shoulders. And if you're hearing the thunder in the background, it's our first rains of the season, which is quite appreciative at the moment for us. Anyway, it could also be a flag. That's the other thing. So we've got a channel and then we've got a bigger flag as well, which could very much come into play here. Uh, I'm still sitting with on my hands. I'm really not getting involved in this at the moment. We'll wait to see what tech results come out today, and then we should be able to see something or some sort of structure coming up. Remember, we're also coming up at the end of the month, so the monthly bar at the moment is a pretty solid green bar, and you can see there was a previous one down 2 months and then up 1 month with a nice grouping of the oscillators with big diversions forming here. So 50-50 call for me at the moment, whether we are forming a base or whether we are it's just a pullback for another two legs down or 2 months down. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Sitting quietly, not really worrying to get into this just yet. It's pointless trying to get into this. You're not going to actually get much out of it. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.